Hello, folks. We are continuing with the chair, and in this lesson, we are going to be working on the isometric version. Now, we should be able to build this whole thing basically with what you see going on here, all these measurements. And you'll notice this is a smooth back rest. There's supposed to be a cushion here, but I decided I'm going to have it look this way for the drawing. So keep that in mind when we're doing this. All right, so with all that in mind, let's get started. So here's the orthographic that I did, minus the labels from last time. And let's start with this leg because it's the closest thing, and we'll work our way back. So starting with the leg, we're going to go ahead and grab this measurement here, ortho off, and let's build it, right about there. That's going to be fine. Next, we have the bottom piece along here. Now, remembering that that is three different pieces, I'm going to go ahead and select all three of them, and I'll copy them, move them over here. But before I attach it, just want to make sure I have all three. So let's just double check. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and select it and use the move tool, grabbing it from the right base point. We'll attach it right to the corner there. Now this one needs to go up this way, so that is a 330-degree rotate. So we're going to go rotate. Again, make sure you have all three selected. Spacebar, base point needs to be here, and 330, 330 degrees. There it is. All right, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and grab this piece. That is the bell for change classes. I am recording this in my classroom during my lunch. Here we go. So we got to be careful. We're not on the midpoint, but we're on the end of that short piece right there. There we go. So there is that piece. Let's take a look at where we're going next. Excuse me. Let's take a look at where we're going next here. We could put this piece in right here if we want to. And we could put this piece in. Let's do this one first since it's on the outside. Let's go ahead and steal this one. Bottom base point here. Let's drop it right on the end like that. And are these the same length? I think they are, but let's just be safe and grab it from here anyway, right from the bottom. Now we've got to look at for where the line begins. There's the beginning. Remember, we're not looking at the midpoint. We're finding where it begins, just like that. That looks fantastic. Let's put the line that goes up here. Now we don't have any kind of reference point, but we do know the distance on it. That distance, if we take the measuring tool, go from right here in the middle straight up, it is 2 3/4. Remember that? So we can use the offset tool to do that. So let's get the offset tool, and we're going to type in 2.75, same as 2 3/4. Click this, float up like that, and click. And what you'll find is, we go to the midpoint and go straight up here. If I can get it to go straight up, there we go. You'll see that it's a little bit off, and that's okay because it's on an angle. That makes the line longer. But we need to fix something here. Let's take a look. So it looks like it ends here and here, so we need to trim and extend. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's start out by trimming this off right here. And now we need to extend this one. So extend is something you haven't done a lot of. Extend tool, you hit the space bar and then float over it, and it'll reach right there. That's one way. Okay, we need to put this little bend piece in here. Now this one, it's a little bit of a cheat. It is 99 degrees, but I think it's 99. We're going to just take it straight from right here, and we're going to go ahead and pop it here and pop another one here. It is so close that for this level of a class that we're working with, it's okay to just throw it on like that. All right, so with that in mind, I just want to take a look at the picture here. So you'll notice that what we're doing is we're building this side, just the flat portion here. We're going to put this line in, and that's on an angle. And it looks like it's already kind of set up for us. If we just go end here and put a line from here to here, that looks like it's going to give us what we need. All right, looks like there's something over here. That's just a little short piece right here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just connect the dots here and just connect from here to here, like that. All right, now let's take this line, copy it, and put it right here. Now, we probably could have extended here, but I like having this short piece here. That might help us later. So I'd rather put this in and then pop it in at the correct angle. So rotate, select spacebar. This is the base point. Remember, this is 330 degrees. And if it matches up there, you've done it correctly. Let's go ahead and save. And then we can drop this line straight down using the same thing, which was the same distance as here, which was 3.75. So take this. Was it 3 or 2? I need to measure. I don't remember. 2.75 or 2 3/4. Good thing I measured. All right, so we're going to go like this. 2, see, we got it right here. 2 3/4. So let's go ahead and click that. So we will extend over here, and let's go ahead and trim this piece off. All right, looking good. We got the whole side built, but this has a 1-inch thickness to it. Let's take a look at the picture. See that little 1-inch thickness? So we've got to put all that in, and this little thickness down here and over here. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Now we can either take this from here. We already know this is 1 inch. Or we can manually draw it in. Put this right here. And we can go ahead and rotate this at 30 degrees. It's the opposite. 30 and 330. Those are the two angles you've got to remember. Let me show you another way. We can go like this. Knowing that it is 1 inch, we can just click and go straight out like this. We'll type in 1, hit the tab, and then type in the angle at 30, and that gives us the same thing. Whoops. Something went wrong. That didn't work, so let's just go back to where it was. Ignore that I said that. Okay. So we could take this one. Let's figure out the spots where it's all visible. Well, you could see it here. We can't see it there because that's hidden. We could see it here. That's hidden, so we wouldn't see that one. This one's visible. That's visible. That's hidden. We could put one here, and we could put one here. All right. So, let's see. Let's get the line tool. With the ortho off, we could connect here and here. As long as we're on the end point, we'll be okay. We could connect here. Now, we don't want to put anything here. Actually, we could put this one in. Look, this lines up perfectly. See that? Oh, we missed one. Look, there's one right here. And then we could take this one and move that one over. So that builds the end here. Now we've got to deal with what's going on here. So let's go ahead and put this one in. Copy it and bring it right over. Looks like it's a little long, so we need to trim it off. And now we need to put this one in. Now there's no mark or anything, so I'm going to just go straight up, but it gets a little, even with the ortho on, so let's go more than we need, and let's trim it. This way we know it's perfectly straight. All right, save. Oh, missed the line right here. Let's go ahead and put that one in. All right, so we've got an entire leg and seat built. Let's look at the drawing. We've got this entire side done. Now we need to copy this. We're going to copy this and we're going to bring it and paste it here, but it needs to be the correct distance. So even though this is curved, we'll fix this and make it curved later. Let's put a straight line in here, whatever the length needs to be for it. All right, so let's take a look here. Now, where could we possibly get a line like that from here? Let's take here. Let me think about that. Here we go. Right there. Look. That's perfect. All right, so let's get this one. We'll copy it. Turn off the ortho. And let's put it right on the back piece here. Just like that. Let's go ahead and rotate. Right here. Let's see. Let's try 30 degrees. Perfect. Now, we're going to click from the left and bring it to the right. So we have a blue window, which is implied. And that means that it's not going to select this line here because wasn't inside the line. Let's go ahead and copy from the corner. And let's place it right over here. All right. So again, we're going to make all these bent later, but for now, let's put the lines in. Let's fill them in here. So we'll copy it, and we're going to go like this and like this. Get it? And then we'll go like this. And we're going to put one here. See that little crossover? That's usually a good sign that makes you know that things are going well here. It allows you to think that way. Now this is going to be the seat, so we're going to trim all this out because look, see how that's all trimmed out? All right, let's move along here though. Let's make these curved first. So we're going to go ahead and put the line in straight out. Now if you remember, these were 1 inch. And now we need to go ahead and rotate it like this. 330. And arc tool and go click here, here, and here. Okay, and let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Now we could take this, copy it, and put it here. Now we can get rid of this straight line. And this would not be visible, so we need to trim that out. Let's take this curve and let's bring it down to here. And let's get rid of this line. And now we could trim this out. So this gets just out by itself. And then we're going to go ahead and trim that. All right, so the top one just gets deleted. Save. This is all visible. We don't trim that out. Now we got to work on the seat here. So let's see what we did here. So it looks like I kept this one straight. And then this one I put a curve in. But before we do that, we've got some stuff to do up in the front. Let's do these front pieces and then we'll go back to do the seat. All right, so the distance from here to here we need. Let's get the measuring tool and figure, oh, this is easy. We already did this one, 2 3/4. Okay, so that's the same up front here. So we're going to offset by 2 3/4, drop that down, and we need to extend it right here. And we need to trim right here. Let's get rid of that. All right, so that's like a straight piece. This is a solid chunk, so everything in between here needs to go away. Let's go inside and trim this stuff out here. Like that. Let's get rid of that. This, and this. Okay, that all goes away. We need to trim what's inside here. I probably should do it now. Now, let's continue working on the front piece here. So you don't see any thickness because this is going to have the cushion on. So let's leave this like this. But what we need to do now is we got to put this bar in here. So we're going to draw out this little middle line here, which we're going to offset off of this one. Now that should be a set distance. So let's take a look at what we did here. Let's go to the front view. Oh, we never put it in. Look at that. We got to go back to the drawing here. Hold on. Okay. So we got to go back to the front view. We never put this bar in. So that's missing from the other video. So you're going to have to go back. This is a distance from here to here is 3.5 and then 1. And that's what makes the bar. Okay, we can fix that. So we're going to go, did I say 3.5? I believe I did. Yeah. So we're going to go a distance of 3.5. Drop this down like this. And then we're going to do it again at a distance of 1. Like that. Okay, so now we know this is 3.5, so we're going to offset that one. That's going to give us the gap, not the wood. 3.5, we drop this down like this. Let's trim it. So it gets trimmed here. And then this gets deleted. And then this gets extended. So we're going to extend just like that. And now it drops down again by 1. So let's go ahead and do that. 1 for the distance. Offset it by 1. Let's extend this over here. And let's go ahead and trim this off right over here. Now this is all solid, so we need to clear that out. So let's trim everything in between these two lines. And now this is the gap. There's nothing there, so you would see right through that. We do, however, have to make the thickness. Let's see what that looks like. Let's go back to the drawing here. So you've got this thickness. Now this is a 1-inch line right here, so let's go ahead and put that in. So let's zoom in nice and close, get the line tool, come straight out by 1, just like that. And now we need to rotate this. So we're going to rotate it, I believe it's 330. Yes. We already have this angle established, so let's just copy this, paste it right on here. And now we've got to look at this, what needs to be trimmed. This is trimmed out. You wouldn't see this, or this, because again, this is a solid piece coming across. All right, so that takes care of the front piece. Now we need to put this cushion on here. So this is just a simple 1/2-inch arc right here. Let's take a look at what we've got. So we've got this line right here, which is staying, right? And we've got this. Let's get rid of this. Let's go ahead and trim this piece off right here. Now let's get the line tool. Let's find the center of the line, midpoint. There it is. Let's go straight up. We said 0.5. Get the arc tool, and now we got to go on the inside, not the outside. We want this piece of wood to show. So we're going to go here, then we're going to click on the top, and then we're going to go, I don't remember, I think it was the end. We could change this if it's wrong. Let's take a look at the picture. It goes all the way to the end. Okay. And it looks like I have a line here, and on my other drawing, I don't have the line here. So if the line's there, fine. If it's not, I won't take points off of that. On this drawing, I put the line in. Let's get rid of this little placeholder like that. And now we need to do the same thing. So let's go ahead and grab this arc and steal it. We're going to bring it to the inside right here. And now we got to start getting rid of some stuff. Like this line you wouldn't see. You wouldn't see this line. You wouldn't see this line. And now this line, if you do it, the whole thing goes away, so we need to trim it. What else would we not see because it's a cushion? That. Oh, see, now this is one big line, so we need to trim this out. So we're going to trim it right here. This one goes away too. Ooh, that one almost snuck by me. Let's get rid of that. What else? We would see this, but again, this is the cushion, so we wouldn't see this. So we can delete this. All these can be deleted. And I think we're finished here. Let's take a look. Whoops. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Look at that. Try it this way. Look at that. Okay. All right. This all looks like this. Let's compare. It looks great. We would just label this isometric. Now, in the real chair, there is a bar in the back. You do not have to put that bar in. All right. That's the isometric. I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Have yourselves a great day and